I understood that I'm not the only one dealing with that. Other people have the same issue. Like they don't know how to relax at home, even if it's
Yes.
home and it should be an amazing place.
In this episode, we're going to talk with Daniela Pardo. She's a product designer, weaver, a reader, and the owner of the home fragrance store From Cleo. From Cleo was born at the beginning of 2021 to help people create personal sanctuaries using fragrance products that brings peace and joy. We had a great conversation about how to use essential oils, candles, and everything that can make a home environment as peaceful as we can to create art or just to relax. I hope you enjoyed the episode.
Welcome to the Artistically You podcast, where mixed media art is a place for all. Here, we are going to talk about art as a mindful practice, connect with our creativity, and embrace curiosity. This is your host, mixed media artist, Jana Oliveira.
Hi, Daniela. So good to have you here in the podcast. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm very excited about our conversation.
Yeah, because as I talked before we get started here in the intro, we're going to talk about essential oils or things to relax us. And I would like you to talk, first of all, what you do right now and your IG handle and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm the owner of a store called From Cleo. I started my store in December of last year. You can find me in Instagram at From Cleo, and I have a Facebook as well.
Mm.
And you can email me with questions at danny@fromcleo.com.
Yes. So tell me about how did you started with essential oils?
Yeah, for sure. So to talk a little bit about myself, I work in the tech sector, and tech can be like really, really stressful.
Yeah,
It's
my
really
husband
long
works in
hours.
tech as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a lot of long hours, weekends, nights, and basically you are always looking at your computer. So because of that, I suffer from really bad anxiety. I suffer from depression in 2019. And as part of my recovery process, um, I try to find places and things to relax, because to me, relaxing is not something that comes naturally. I'm not like one of those people that can just like disconnect. I'm always doing something, always planning something, always taking a
Sometimes we
course.
have to work on it, right? Sometimes for some people it takes effort. For me, it's a little bit of this as well.
Yeah, like I have to be really mindful about taking breaks and doing things that are going to help me disconnect from my day job.
Yeah.
And from all the stress, right? Like the world is a very stressful place.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So when I was like learning how to relax and trying to find things to make me feel better, I start meditating, I start doing yoga, and I start playing a lot with essential oils and fragrances to create spaces in my house to feel better. For me, like the goal was creating an environment at home where I could feel relaxed. And I was not like bombarded by the news and my computer and my like work channels, right?
And at that time, did you know about essential oils?
I mean, I knew that they existed. I never tried myself. Have always been a person that is on the go. Like I'm always doing something.
Yes.
So for me to like stop and smell something didn't make sense until like I really tried. Like I really tried to do something for myself.
Right. Yeah. And then when did you think about, okay, let me go deeper and help other people to use it?
When I started telling my story about like suffering from depression and anxiety and how I work so hard and I'm like an overachiever, and I started listening to like people when you talk about those things, people open up to you and they share their stories as well. And I understood that I'm not the only one dealing with that. Other people have the same issue. Like they don't know how to relax at home, even if it's home and it should be an amazing place. They don't know how to. So I was like, learned a lot after trying many, many things. So I'm just going to start helping people with the things that help me.
Yeah. And then that's how Juju decided to open the store?
Yes, actually, I'm a weaver. I started weaving as part of my healing process. I weave in a floor loom, And actually, Cleo is the name of my big loom. I have a 54
Oh,
inches loom.
oh
And
my
one day,
gosh.
yeah, so one night I was weaving and I was thinking about all of this, like how good I'm feeling and how comfortable I am at home now. And I was with my essential oils and I was like, I should start actually helping people with this. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how the idea came up. And then I was like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. So can you explain a little bit? Because I know essential oils. There is the essential oils. I don't even know if I'm saying the correct terms, but there is like lavender essential oils, right?
Yeah.
But then there are blends, which I
Mhm.
love blends. So could you explain to people the difference between, okay, when you talk about essential oils, there is essential oils and there is blends of essential oils.
Yeah. So essential oils, you can find a lot of essential oils, and some of them are going to have only one fragrance, like you said, like
Right.
lavender or peppermint. And then you're going to find blends that are basically a combination of different essential oils. And you do that to have like to take advantage of the power of the single essential oil.
Mm-hmm.
I love blends as well. Like right now, I'm addicted to one that is called Sea Breeze. It's in my
Mm.
store, and it's like peppermint, lemon, lime, lavender, and
Ooh.
spearmint. And it's so relaxing. Like it helps me so much.
So
But some
you
people, yeah,
have blends on your store, right?
yes, I do
Okay.
have blends on my store. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So I think the blends, correct if I'm wrong, it looks like a powerhouse because you put like lavender
exactly.
and lemon. Lemon is very good. I like lemon too. Actually, you can use even the lemon essential oils to clean because if you
Yeah,
put on water and you can clean stuff. You put together, okay, this is what lavender helps you. This is what lemon helps you. And there are blends that these things that they help go together well.
yes, exactly,
And I
exactly.
think that's the powerhouse because sometimes, okay, need to cheer up, but at the same time, maybe you need some stomach stuff going on,
Mhm.
you know? So I think that's why, to me, blends are more interesting. I always end up buying blends than the regular
Yeah.
essential oils.
I mean, like, it depends on my mood. Like sometimes I use blends. Like I said,
Hmm.
like right now I'm addicted to this sea breeze blend. But
That's,
sometimes I'm just like lavender. I'm just gonna diffuse lavender when I'm at
hmm,
home, maybe like cleaning or something.
yeah.
And if it really comes up to like personal
Yes, of
preference.
course. So, for example, as an artist, I use essential oils when I'm creating.
Hmm.
And usually, what I like to put here is I have a blend I call Cheerful, and I have the lavender a lot because I think as artists, when we are creating, sometimes we can have negative thoughts of
Yeah.
self doubt.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm creating something good. Or
Yeah.
sometimes some people have issues of just letting it go and let their art be,
Hmm.
right? And what do you think some of the oils that you like to, more anxiety kind of thing?
Yeah, for sure. Something that I really like is one that is called a Detox Oil Blend, and that is
Mm.
a mix of lemon, vanilla, rose,
Ooh,
sandalwood, and I'm missing one of the oils. But it's like really relaxing. Like it
wow.
really
It looks
makes
really
you,
good.
yeah, it makes you feel like you are on your own thing right now, right?
Yes.
Like you can settle down. And that
Mm-hmm.
is very important because other fragrances are going to make you very cheerful. Like
Yes.
there's one that I have in my store that is, I think it's sunrise. So it's
Ooh.
like to make you cheerful and be like
Yes.
really active. But
Sometimes you
if
need,
you're,
right? Sometimes you
no,
need.
absolutely. But if you're creating art, at least for me, when I'm weaving, I want things to calm me down because
Yes.
to me, it's a way of relaxing, of
Right.
like going away on my computer and
Mm-hmm.
disconnecting from the world. So I want something that is just going to slow me down. And I
Yes.
usually weave at night, so that helps me as well. It's just like okay, let's just
Yeah.
breathe a little bit and
Yeah. I have to
relax.
check that one out that you said because that looks really good. And also, I use a diffuser, but is there other ways that you can use essential oils other than diffuser?
Yeah, for sure. Like you can apply it to the skin. You can just like smell it. You can use. There are a lot of like bracelets that you can wear as
Yes,
well.
that's true.
Yeah,
Um,
the important thing is like always mix that with water.
there are
It's
some
not like
kind of bracelets, right? That has some
yeah,
kind of rocks that you can put the essential oils.
yes, exactly. Yeah, you can just like put some drops in there. It's not a lot. It's just a little bit, but it
Mhm.
helps people like when they're on the go or like they're really stressed, so they have something that they
Or
can smell
necklaces
and
as
be
well.
mindful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were saying about putting in the water.
Yeah, it's important to always mix essential oils with water.
Hmm.
It's not recommended to use them in their pure scent.
Yeah,
So
that's
if
true.
you're gonna use them for like cleaning or in your skin, always mix it with water.
Yes, yes, it's important. But also, I was looking. So in your store, you don't sell just essential oils, right?
Yeah,
Because another thing that people love is candles, right? You sell
yes, and I
candles as
have
well.
yes, and I have diffusers too, and the
Oh,
diffusers that I
yes, I
have,
was going to talk about that also.
yeah, my
Um,
the diffusers are beautiful, and
it
that's
is
like that has been yeah.
beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm about to move and I was actually going to trash the diffusers that I have because I had these plastic diffusers and they get
Yeah,
nasty inside.
yeah, they do.
And they do. And I have here, and I because we are moving, I'm like, I'm just gonna trash this. It's not even worth it to take this in the move.
Yeah,
But when I saw your diffuser, I'm like, I have to buy that for my next home because also they can be like, it's like really home decor.
is home decor exactly, and like that's on purpose. Like
And they are
I
ceramic,
want
right?
they're
They're
ceramic
beautiful.
glass.
Oh.
Uh, they're
So it's
small. They're
easier to
about
clean, right? It's not gonna happen what happened to me with the plastic ones that get nasty.
you still have to clean them. It's
No, of
important that
course.
people like
But it's
keep
easier to
cleaning
clean.
them.
It's easier
Yes,
to
and
clean.
yeah, and they're like really pretty. I like them. I think that
They're
if you're gonna be
beautiful.
at home and you're relaxing, and as I said before, to me, like what the important part is like creating an environment at home where you can relax. So put
Yes.
things that make you happy. That when you look at it,
Yes.
you're like, this actually looks really pretty.
Yes, they look really gorgeous. I love them. And you just have a new here post on the Instagram that you put like a plant and you put the
Yeah.
diffuser there. And it's like home decor. I mean,
Yeah.
and you take also beautiful pictures.
Oh, thank
Kudos for
you.
that because I have issues here that is I live in right now. Soon that's gonna change. I live in Seattle and it's always dark.
Oh yeah.
It's a problem for me to um, and to take pictures. And you have one that is pink. And so let's talk about the candles because you have
Yeah.
candles as well. And candles is another thing that many people use. People love candles. I actually have here also a lavender candle. I love candles as well. So they are not just relaxing, but they are so good to smell of. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about the candles that you have at the store. I'm gonna look
Yeah.
here while you talk.
Yeah.
And by the way, you
So
have beautiful presentation. Like they
oh,
look
thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you. So it's so interesting because I have talked to a lot of people that they have never used essential oils or a diffuser and they don't
Hmm.
even know what a diffuser is. And
Yeah.
they're like, I don't think that's for me. But then I'm like, but you have like a million candles at home.
Candles,
Like you are
yes.
always like my husband is one of them.
Oh, by the way, let's talk real quick to people. What is a diffuser? I mean, it's just putting the essential oils in water, right? And it
Yes,
comes the steam,
exactly. Yes,
right?
it comes in steam. They're electric. They're very, very safe because it's not
Yeah.
like a candle that you need to be on top of it,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Yeah,
And like
I love them. Yeah.
if you buy a good diffuser, that a quality diffuser, it's gonna have a timer as well, and like
Ah, that's
it,
true.
so you can have it for 60 minutes or 2 hours. And
Yeah.
also, if you find one that is a really like is a good quality, they're gonna have a sensor that knows if there's no more water on it. So if they don't have water,
Oh,
it shut down instead of like keep going.
oh,
So
that's
it's like
awesome.
super safe. It's like
Yeah,
really, really safe to use
that's
at home.
awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The ones that I have, it doesn't do that. So that is awesome to know.
Yeah. But
Um,
like going back to the candles, like
yes,
some people have never tried diffusers, but they love candles. And
they
that's the reason
love.
why I have candles. All the
And you
candles that
use
I
wax candles, right? I see here on the website, you use wax candles.
yes, to me, like that is very important. Like having
Mm.
natural wax candles that are hand pour and is
Mm-hmm.
made in small batches. I always try to support small businesses here in the US and Canada as well. That is very important to me. And I can promise you that the candles that I have in the store are one of the best that you're going to find. They're like great quality. I always tell people, like, I can guarantee you that even if they are not light right now, you're going to smell the candle. Like, the fragrance is
Wow.
so strong that just having them in a room is going to give you fragrance.
Yeah.
They're
And I
really good
mean,
quality.
the ones that you have here, they sound amazing. Seaweed and sea salt and
Yes.
olive
Yeah.
and coconut milk olive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That one does are amazing. The entire line, like that line,
Mm-hmm.
is like everything is related to the sea. So it makes you feel like
Yes.
you are
I love sea
vacationing.
also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love everything that has to do with the sea, kind of that sea salt or, and you have also like a dahlia.
Those are
Like
amazing.
flowers.
Yes.
Which one people buy more from the candles?
I think
And
like
you
the
have
sun,
magnolias as well.
yeah, I think like sunflower is one of the most popular. And
Mm,
then the Silla V is very,
yes, I
very
see here.
popular.
Yeah,
Yes, I think
Salavi.
like that's one of like my best sellers for sure. And then
And which one is
it's
your best
good.
sellers for the essential oils?
For the essential oils, definitely the night. I have one that is a sleep deep.
Ah, yeah, we didn't talk about that, but essential oils also is very helpful, not just to calm, but also some people have trouble sleeping, and
Yes,
it's very good. My
yes,
sister, she has problem sleeping, and then when she comes here, I put some essential oils for her, and she always says to me, "Oh, that helped me so much." And
yeah.
also one that you have here, and I used before, if people that listen and that have kids, you have Breathe Easier.
Mm-hmm.
Usually every line on essential oils have the Breathe Easier. And if you have kids, it's the best thing ever if they are coming up with a cold. I used to buy, that stuff that has on the grocery stores or pharmacies that is like mint or, the
Yeah,
vapor is very strong. But then when I discovered essential oils, when my son was starting to have like that nose drip or something, I
yeah.
put this Breathe Easy during the night.
It is
He
great.
wakes up the other day like nothing happened. I
Yeah,
swear, it's just
yeah.
like amazing stuff.
No, totally. Like I live in Austin, Texas, and I don't know if you have here, but here we have the worst cedar allergies ever. Like January, February are awful. Like everybody's dealing with allergies, and the Breathe Easier is a saver. It makes me feel so good.
Yes,
Even
and
like days
also,
that cedar is really high.
yeah, my sister when she comes here, she has asthma and bronchitis, all that kind of allergy stuff.
Yeah.
And I have kind of a, respirator thing for her.
Hmm.
And she does this stuff and it's just amazing, like the Breathe
Yeah.
Easier essential oils.
Yeah.
And also you have, I'm looking here at the blend. So you have Get Zen, which I thought,
Hmm.
another one that is good if you have kids as well, but of course for adults, is Health Defense.
Yes.
Health Defense is awesome. Like also here and there, I put in my son's desk where
Hmm.
he stays on the computer just to protect, I
Yeah.
I believe it works. And you have also any, the good thing is that you have collections as well, right? So if you people want to try more than
Yes.
one, you have Welcome Home, Healthy Living,
Yes.
Unwind. Oh, that would be a good one to start if you want to relax.
That one is the one that has the sea breeze that I was telling you
Mm.
about. That's one of the best sellers as well. It is
And you have
amazing. I
and you
Yeah,
have the
that
Relax
collection is
and Sleep Deep, which has
yeah,
a beautiful box. Your
yes.
your presentation is amazing. I love these
Thank
boxes.
you. Thank you.
Um,
These are really good. And if like someone is starting with essential oils, getting
uh-huh.
one of these collections is a great idea because you get three essential oils, and they're pure
Mhm.
essential oils too. The quality is amazing, and it gives you the opportunity of trying different things and like to discover what things do you like for your home.
So, and then you have linen sprays, which if you
Yeah.
want to take that even to your bed,
Yes.
and they are made with essential oils. So basically you spray that in your bed, right? Or maybe
Hmm.
I think even if you want to put on your sofa, I don't know.
Oh yes, I use them on my
Pillow, right?
pillows all the time. And like before, if someone is visiting, before they come to the house, I'm like spraying
Right,
everything. It
right.
smells great and it doesn't damage
Oh,
the
the one that
fabric.
I thought,
So
oh, this must be great, is sold out. Lavender jasmine.
it is really good. That's my
I know.
favorite. That's the one that I have on my living room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're restocking next week, actually.
Okay. And then you have bundles as well, which is great. If people want to get it started, they can get a
Yes.
bundle. So your store is kind of all this health, body and mind, right?
Yes,
So everything that
exactly.
people need to relax and
Exactly.
bath
Yeah.
bombs.
Yeah, my goal is to help people create an environment at home where they can relax and feel better. So that's what I try to have in my store is like things that are not too expensive that will make you feel great.
Yeah, the prices are great. And I would give a suggestion.
Yeah, of course.
If you
Please
want to think
do.
one day to have a shower bomb, or how they call shower melt or something like this. I bought once and I love it because I'm not a very bathtub person because
Yeah.
I have unfortunately issues with having I get very easy infections, so I cannot take
Oh,
baths a lot. So, but I discovered that there is shower steam bombs. And I
oh,
was
that's
like,
amazing.
oh my gosh, I love this. It's
Yeah.
basically like a bath bomb, but it's in a triangle so you can put on the floor of your shower. And then
Oh, that's amazing.
when the shower, touches the water touches, it just steam your whole shower.
I
And I
need to
was
try
like,
that.
this
I
is
need to try that.
amazing. So this is an idea for you if
Yeah.
one of your small
Yeah,
business
for
wanted to
sure.
try, because it's something that we don't see a lot. And I think you could extend to more people that, like me, cannot take a lot of baths or don't
Yeah.
have a bathtub and
Yeah.
things like
No,
that.
for sure. I'm definitely gonna research that. But our bath bombs are amazing. Are seriously,
I'm
they're
envious of people that can
yeah,
just
they're
use
giant.
bath
Like
bombs.
these ones
They
are
look giant.
gigantic. Yes, they are extra large. So they're amazing and very, very easy.
I
So
use them sometimes with my son. My son loves to have a,
yeah,
bathtub bath, so he
yeah.
loves the bath bombs. And when he was young, I used to buy these bath bombs for kids,
Hmm.
robots and things like that. But
But
he
they're like
loves it.
so fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I think he loves it because it gives him a sense he's in a pool or something.
yeah.
Um,
No, I love them. To be honest, like I can spend 2 hours in the top.
yeah.
I
So
just read there and relax.
right. So for you as a bottom line, what do you recommend for people that are you weave? So you also is a crafter and you have a full-time job. Many people that are listening also creators, many of them have full-time
Yeah.
jobs. And what do you recommend the environment? Should they start with essential oils or a candle or do a routine of having that and maybe, a bath? And how would you recommend them to get it started?
I think it all depends on how how much they know themselves. Like if you
Mhm.
are discovering the things that make you feel better, or like what kind of things actually relax you. For me, it was a discovery process. So I started with essential oils and
Mhm.
just like with a very cheap diffuser, just to try it out and see how that worked. And now I have a full collection of diffuser and
Mhm.
essential oils all around my house. But I tried a little bit of everything just to discover the things that are really important to me and I really like.
Mhm. And one last question is, if a person decide, okay, I'm gonna buy this, beginner's package that you have here
Yeah,
and get my diffuser going. How many times, or there's not a time that they can use essential oils in the diffuser? Can they let the whole day running if they want, or how do
yeah.
you recommend that?
You can do it all day if you
Okay.
want. Definitely. Like
It's
sometimes I have
I also
yeah.
want to say to people, it's very light. It's not something strong. So
No,
it
no,
gives
it's
that
not.
light sense in your house. It's not something that is strong at all. You're not gonna have headaches because of it.
Oh no. And I mean if you get headaches, you should try a different essential oil because maybe that
Yeah,
essential oil is not for
it's
you.
not right for you.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but like what I do is like I have like this routines or like rituals, if you call them like that, like at night before I go to sleep I
Okay.
always diffuse something. But
Okay.
and when I'm like gonna
Before you go
weave,
to bed, you diffuse.
yes,
Okay.
yes, and then when I'm gonna weave is part of it's part of my ritual to say like, I'm going to have my diffuser here. I'm going to diffuse something, because that way I start like the process of relaxing. Like
Yes.
now for me is like time off. I'm not going to look
Yes.
at my phone. I'm not going to look at my computer. I'm just going to be present with
Pay
my
attention to the
floor
weave.
loom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And my thoughts. So that
Yeah.
is important to
I
me.
love that you said that, because I think for us to, if you want to relax and be in the sense of the craft that you're doing, no matter
Yeah,
what it is, you have to create that sense of relaxation first.
exactly.
And I love that you
Exactly.
said that. I think it's a great tip for us. Prepare your room, prepare your materials, put your materials where you want them to be,
Yeah.
and turn on your essential oils. Choose the blend that you feel in that moment that is going to help you.
Yeah.
And I think it really helps. I think it's, to me, as I say over and over again, art, no matter what art it is, when you're saying art, it can be weave, it can be painting, it can be, crochet, it can be anything.
Yeah.
To me, is mindfulness. It's really hard for me to sit down and meditate,
Exactly. Exactly.
but I always feel like I meditated after I'm painting, because my
100%.
brain was so clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I sometimes I do this when I had some bad news, or I sit there, I'm feeling a little shaky, that sensation when you have anxiety that you're shaky.
Yeah.
And I put my candle, my essential oils, I sit, and then when I finish, I was like, oh, in any moment I think about that stuff that I was thinking, or
Absolutely.
oh, I feel so much lighter. And also
Absolutely.
it makes us pay attention that we can change our brain to be that way
Yes.
if
And
we
I feel
make
like,
the
yeah,
effort. If we make the effort.
absolutely. Absolutely. And again, like relaxing, meditating is not something that comes naturally to everybody, right? Some
Yes.
of us, like I have to be really mindful about it, and like I have to say like, right now I'm going to weave, and right now this is a time
Mm,
for me to relax and disconnect.
mm-hmm.
But it's completely true, like I have been feeling really anxious for the last couple of weeks, and I noticed like I haven't been weaving. So last
Mm,
weekend I was like, I'm going to
interesting.
weave. Like I'm not going to do anything about my small business. I'm not going to work. I'm not
Yeah.
going to do anything that is like a responsibility or something that I have to do right now,
Yes.
and I'm just going to sit and weave. And you have
Yes.
no idea, like this Monday, like I woke up and I was like, I feel positive again, and I feel like
Mm,
I can do the things that I need to do, because now I had that time that it was like meditation. It's just like I'm
yes.
using my hands. I'm
It's
using my hands
amazing,
to
isn't
create
it?
something, but I
It's
feel better.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And I said to you when, we met each other, it's about what the podcast is about.
Yeah.
Bringing stories of other people that are trying to deal with the same things and trying to find methods to relax.
Exactly.
And, I believe in the power of doing things with your hands, right?
Yeah.
And when you attach that with these tools, because I believe essential oils,
Our
candles,
tools. Yeah.
sprays, there are tools to help us, and they are natural tools. It's important to
Yeah.
to say that essential oils are natural. It's
Yeah.
something in nature to help us, because nature help us.
Yeah.
So it's amazing what you said, because it is so true. But I think also we have to make the effort. We have to schedule. You have to know your
Yes.
body. If you are shaky, too anxious, crying,
Yes.
you have to sit on your table or whatever is that you like and do something, even if
Absolutely.
it's 10 minutes, because otherwise you get in that route that you don't go back anymore.
Yeah.
And not every time that I sit here on my studio I want to do something. I don't want to paint, but sometimes I scribble
Yeah. Absolutely.
and
Yes.
I just write,
Mm-hmm.
and while I do this, I put some music, I put my essential oils, and off I go.
Yeah. And like I think that many people do, like they don't consider themselves creative, or they are like, oh no, I don't craft. I'm not into crafting.
Yes, I hear that a lot.
I'm pretty sure you do. And like I have an engineering background, and
Mhm.
engineers do not want to be considered creative people sometimes.
Yeah.
But the reality is like it's part of who we are. Like we're always creating something. We can create things. And you don't have to create something that is going to be at a museum or like you're going to be famous because you created. Is the thing, like the important part is like being present. It's like doing something that makes you be present, and people forget that all the time.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter like if you're doing something that is amazing and everybody's going to be like, oh my God, you're such an artist. Or like if something is just like you spend your time doing it and also it was good for you.
I believe we have to do things first for ourselves, right?
Yes.
If you don't do for yourself, other people are not going to love it. If you do things thinking about other people, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And it's hard. That's why I wanted to give people these tools and talk about this because, the world of Instagram and social media, it make harder on people to believe in themselves, I believe. When I started this in 2007, I didn't have Instagram to influence me.
Yeah.
Right? So it became harder nowadays, I think. But we have to see that we are not alone. We all go through these things and we have tools. And that's why we are here talking about this, to let people know that there are things to help you out there.
Absolutely. And you have to try them, right? Like, and it's okay to try something and not like it. Like you can try, like I tried to knit and I was like, not a great knitter.
Me too. Me too.
But I'm a great weaver. Like I love weaving. I love doing
try
that.
Crochet and everything would become a purse. Everything. And I try knitting, but I think for my lack of attention it didn't work, because in the beginning when you're a new knitter, you have to pay attention and calculate, and I got so stressed out.
That happened to me with macrame. I try macrame and I'm like, I can't do this.
It was too much counting.
No, and he was like, I'm a perfectionist, so the knot has to look perfect, otherwise I don't like it. So it was stressful.
Yeah, we have to recognize. Not for me. We have to recognize. Are you gonna have frustrations in your craft? Absolutely. Yeah. Because if you want to be a better weaver, if you want to be a better painter, yes. But if you see that instead of a bad thing, but I think that is collaborating for your growth, then we, got what we need. What you cannot let is to see that as a bad thing. But we have to recognize also that, for example, for me, knitting, it was not bringing me joy. Exactly. And paint, even with the frustration, brings me joy, because I know that frustration is to make me learn more.
Yes.
So there is a difference, and we have to recognize this. And I think that's the same thing you feel with weaving. Like when you sit there, maybe it's not going the way you want at first, but then but it's the magic that you wanted to finish and you wanted to accomplish.
Yes.
Right? And also, you touched something very important for us to finish here. You also are a small business person. And sometimes, like me, when we are a small business person, it's so many things we have to do to be out there and to let people know about our businesses, right? And sometimes that can take not just the time, but the stress that is to run a website and things on the background and shipping and, inventory.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of things that we have to deal with. But I think what matters is, in your case, you are helping people to find a path of relaxation, beauty, feeling better in their body. And I think that's what counts, right?
Yes, no, for sure. I think like when you talk to people that are benefiting from your products and the things that you have to say, is like when you're like, okay, I have to keep doing this. Like it makes sense to do it.
So Daniela, I will have all links and some pictures I'll grab from your Instagram to put on the blog post, because people have to see the beauty. But I would absolutely ask people to check the links that I'm going to post on the show notes also. And say to us again your website.
Yeah, my website is fromcleo.com.
Yeah, and Cleo is CLEO, right?
Exactly, yes.
Okay. So Daniela, thank you so much. It was so good to, talk with a fellow crafter, because I didn't even know that you also do crafting. And, to let us know a little bit more about essential oils, because I have such a passion for essential oils. And I'm so grateful that you accept to be here in the podcast and talk to the listeners about this.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. It was my pleasure. I hope we can keep helping people. And thank you so much for listening.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks for listening. Check episode notes at 2worldart.com/blog. Connect with Jana on Instagram at Jana_2worlds. And make sure to receive our artful insights by signing up at bit.ly/join2worldsart.